1.4 plus 4k plus 10k 15. 17,500. Yes. That's very interesting actually. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mochikamba. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I am very thankful for you. The channel has been growing and I'm so happy. I'm happy I started this channel. Started a little bit later than I would have preferred because I wasn't confident in the beginning, but I love how this is going. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I see a lot of you have been seeing the rich and standing on Instagram, the rich and having a comfortable life. And you probably wonder, how much does it cost to become a chartered accountant? I'm sure this is coming from the video of how much do CAs earn. So the inverse of how much how much does it cost to become a chartered accountant? So first and foremost, for you to become a chartered accountant, you need your degree, you need your postgrad qualification, which is known as CTA. Then you need to write 2 board exams, which are administered by ICAS, which is the ITC and APC. There used to be board 1 and board 2, and then you qualify as a chartered accountant plus your 3 years of experience. So ideally, that is the breakdown. If you need a little bit of explanation of what this is and the various routes that they for you to become a chartered accountant, please check my becoming a chartered accountant video. But in today's video, we're just talking about how much does it cost to become a chartered accountant. So the first thing is your degree. My degree cost me 10,000 in entirety, and that included my tuition was 400 and my raise was 500. I don't remember which one was 400, which was 5, I think, per semester. Yeah, I think my raise was 450 and my tuition was 500. So my fees was 1,000 per semester, including residency, and then I also used to get like an allowance for other expenses that you need at school, you know, like your laptops, your clothes, your basic needs, sanitary wear and stuff. So I used to get an allowance for that. If you're new here and you don't know me, or if you knew of my journey a little bit later, you'll know that I got a scholarship from the Zimbabwe Revenue Authority's charity fund, which funded my university through a $10,000 scholarship. So you see that I stayed on raise even when I was doing my attachment. So you see that for the 4 years, the entire tuition plus raise was about 8,000, because that's 8 semesters, and then the other 2,000 just went to me getting an allowance while I was at school. Then we go on to my CTA. My CTA cost 3,750. So if you're doing it part-time, I know that it's about 1,000 per semester, and you need 4 semesters if you're doing it part-time, so that's like 1,000. So that comes to like a 4,000 in terms of tuition only. But for me it was 3,750 for the 10 months because I did it full-time, and this is excluding the CICA handbooks, the legislations, which I'll just put it about 300 for your CICA legislation and your calculator, your financial calculator. I think I got like a second hand. I was on some savings spree, so I think I got like a second hand. So that's like so it comes to about $4,000 for the tuition and the books, the tuition aids. But you also need to factor in your transport. I know that CTA is, if you are doing it Zim, it's done through Chartered Accountants Academy, and that's about it's in town, so you need transport fees, you need lunch money. So yeah, you get that. Then for your board one without the board course is about $700. I'm not too sure now or if this figure is inclusive of the board course, but it was about 700. And then my APC, which is the board 2, was about 700. So the total in terms of the money that schooling cost me was 10k for my degree plus 4k for CTA, without putting in the allowances for food and stuff. So that takes us to 14k plus the 1.4 that's coming from board 1 and board 2, which is 1.4, which then brings us to 15,400 before putting in any allowances for my CTA year. I won't put in allowances for after ITC and APC, because then I was now doing my articles, which means I was earning an allowance from working, so I won't put in that as any cost, right? Now I've told you that it cost me 15,400. There are ways on how to lessen this cost. So without getting any scholarship, you know that your APC will usually be covered by the training office that you're training at. So for this one, you don't have to consider it. The ITC depends on when do you write, at what point do you join your training office. If you join it just after degree, it might mean that your CTA and your ITC will be covered by a training office. But if you join after CTA, most likely you're joining in after your ITC, which means your CTA and your ITC you have to foot for yourself. Now in terms of scholarships, I'll just give you guys the ones that I know. So in terms of my degree, as I said, I got a Zim scholarship. They didn't just they sponsored me up to 10k, but I know there are people that they also sponsored for their tuition. So Zimra offers scholarships. Then there is also Vimbiso Scholarship Fund, which is administered by the Institute of Chartered Accountants Zimbabwe, which offers scholarships to go and do accounting at all local universities, I think. Then there are other, if you go to the university and you go to the office of the Dean of Students, they always have the companies that are willing to offer scholarships for people. So we also have like so you might go there and you see what options are there for you to get tertiary education aid. But we also have things like Joshua Nkomo Scholarship and Capinam Trust that take people from primary school up until university. I know Capinam Trust, my boyfriend is a beneficiary. So also Joshua Nkomo takes, I think after A level, they take the bright ones, they take them for university sponsorship. I'll also put in any links in the description box below. But in terms of CTA, CAA has a bursary. I always see people asking me about who can fund my CTA, but CAA is a bursary which covers your fees for CTA if you're not yet at any firm. If you're at a firm, they won't cover for you because the firm is expected to cover for you. But if you're not yet at any firm, they can cover for you if you meet their requirements, their criteria. So you just write your motivation letter. Please just be following their social media for when this bursary comes. They have a bursary for the full-time classes only, so for both the January and the July full-time classes. So please just be sure to check them out. Otherwise, please go on the ICA's website and you see the list of approved training offices, and over there they have list of all the offices that are allowed to train CAs, and usually these offices will also offer help in terms of from CTA going forward. Yeah, that's about it. Please just go and also just follow my LinkedIn. Whenever I see companies hiring for articles, whether at CTA or after CTA, I'm always sharing it on my LinkedIn to just help the next person, because I appreciate that I speak from a place of privilege because I had so much help in getting to my dream, and I just want to also just try and help out someone out there. Thank you so much for staying up until now. In terms of time, my degree cost me about, becoming a CA cost me 4 years plus 1 year plus 3 years, that's about 8. And then the delays in both years, in my first year at uni and my last year in articles, built up to 1 other year. So it took me 9 wholesome years for me to become a chartered accountant, but I have no regrets. Absolutely no regrets about it. Thank you so much for staying up to this, and if you're not yet subscribed, I hope you subscribe so that I get the energy to keep on putting out videos like this for you and others. Thank you so much, and have a nice day. Don't forget to like this video. Bye.